Okay, so we made a video about DLSS being broken about a week or two ago now, and it's actually a lot more broken than we thought. But basically, if you didn't see the last video, the TLDR is that if you have DLSS enabled and you're using a Tack Laser, that your shot is going to be going slightly to the right of where you're actually aiming. So I'm going to show you guys an example of that in just a second here in case you didn't see that video. But when a new update came out, we did a little YouTube stream to test all the stuff out, and someone asked me to test out DLSS to see if it was working again, and we actually found out that it's a lot worse than we actually thought. So I'm going to go through and show you guys all that today. But let's start with the Tack Laser thing. So I have the Tack Laser on the Car 98 here, and if I scope in and I hold my breath and aim right at the middle of that 9 there, we're actually going to go up to this little target here, and we're going to see the shot is going off slightly to the right. So your bullet is not actually going where you're aiming, and this is super bad, especially if you're sniping, because at a longer distance this gap is going to be even wider than it is here, because we're like 15 meters out, which is not a range people are generally going to be sniping at. So if you're like 50 to 100 meters out trying to snipe someone, this gap is going to be even wider, and you could be aiming right at someone's head and it just won't kill them, and you're going to be confused. You're like, I shot him right in the head, why am I not killing them? If you have DLSS on, this is why it's completely broken right now when you're using Tack Laser. But it's not only when you're using Tack Laser like we previously thought. It seems to actually be affecting any scope you put on the guns, and I'll show you guys here. So we're gonna put on something else besides Tack Laser. So let's just take Tack Laser off, and then let's just get a respawn here, and I'll show you guys, because it's looking like it's gonna be with all different scopes that your shot is off center. And I'll show you guys here, and I'll show you guys what it looks like with DLSS off too. It's completely broken right now. So we're back to the same spot. I have Tack Laser off, the exact same class setup, just minus Tack Laser. We're gonna aim down the sight. We're gonna aim right at the middle of this 9 right here on the left, and we're gonna shoot. And let's go up there, and we're gonna see that it's slightly off center. See that? It is slightly off center, which means that DLSS is not only affecting Tack Laser aiming, it's just affecting aiming in general with any scope. And I know I've only showed the sniper scope so far, so I'll show you guys another scope here, but it's clearly off center, and this is at a closer range with a sniper. So at longer ranges, this is gonna be just way worse, like I said. And they need to fix this ASAP, because DLSS is huge for those of us that play at 1440p on this game, because this game is super unoptimized, and at 1440p we're not really getting the frame rates that we want to see. But let me just go through and throw a different scope on so you guys can see, and we'll take off the sniper scope and we'll just go with, let's say, the VLK, since I know a lot of people use the VLK. We'll throw that on, we'll respawn, and then I'll show you guys. So now we got the VLK on here, and it's going to be a little harder to get it exactly where we want it because of the idle sway, but we're going to get it right between that 9, that circle and the 9 up here. Just give it 1 second, and there we go. And you're gonna see that it's slightly off to the right again. See, look at that, it's just clearly off to the right, and this needs to be fixed ASAP, because this is completely broken. And I know there's a lot of people out there who don't watch YouTube videos about the game, who are just throwing DLSS on, and they might be missing their shots and they have no idea what's going on. So this is ruining the experience for a lot of people who are using DLSS, and they don't even know that it's ruining their experience. And it's not only snipers either, it's literally every gun that you can put a sight on it. If you put a sight on it, your aim's gonna be off, and I'll show you guys here. So let's change the optics so you guys can see that it's affecting every sight, and it's not just the VLK or the sniper scope. So let's just put this holographic sight on, then I'm gonna respawn and I'll show you guys, and I'll even take Tack Laser off, since I know the last video was about Tack Laser affecting your aim. Then we're just gonna respawn and you guys will see. All right, so now we got the AMAX with some weird looking hollow sight on it, but anyways, it's gonna be a little hard to get it exactly where we want it, because it's not ADSing all that far in idle sway. But we'll just get it right on the center of this 9 right here, right in the middle of the circle. And okay, let's try that again. I didn't mean to shoot a few times, but let's get it right up here in the middle of this 10, right in that circle, shoot a shot. And I was slightly off to the bottom right, but as you can see, it went all the way to the middle. Where I shot was more like right here. So as you can see, it's clearly messing with all the reticles on any reticle, any gun. It's just broken, like I've said many times. But it's very weird though, because it only seems to be affecting guns when you put a scope on it. So I'm going to put on a gun here with some iron sights, and you guys will see it actually goes right where we aim. So let's just put the carbine on there because it's got some decent iron sights. Let's respawn, and you guys will see that with with iron sights, it's completely fine. So we got the MK2 with iron sights here, and we're again going to be aiming at the 10 right here. It is a little hard without a sniper scope because I can't hold my breath, so I'm just trying to get it in the right spot, and we're going to be aiming right at the 0 on this 10. It's kind of just above it, right where I aimed, and yep, exactly where I was aiming. It's not off to the right at all. It's just with iron sights, it's completely fine. This is just a very, very weird issue they're having. It's almost like when you have DLSS on and you put a scope on, it's like the whole image is just like slightly shifted to the right. So please, Activision, if you somehow see this video, fix this, because I love DLSS. The game looks great with DLSS on, and I get a lot more frames, but obviously if I can't aim how I'm supposed to be aiming, like I can't really use the setting, and I can't recommend anyone using the settings. This is completely broken. But for those who want further proof, I'll turn DLSS off and show you guys that my shots are going exactly where I want them to be. So DLSS is now off. Let's go back with the Kar 98. I'm actually going to throw the sniper scope on because it's a little easier to do with this with the sniper scope on, just because I'm able to hold my breath. So let's throw that sniper scope on and then respawn, and I'll show you guys. All right, so here we are. DLSS is now turned off, and we have that gross looking sniper scope, but we're going to aim right in the middle of this bottom circle on the 8, and now we gotta wait because I was holding my breath too long. Let's try that one more time, and we're gonna get it right in there. Shoot. And you guys can already tell from right there that the shot went exactly where I was aiming it. And yeah, this is just completely broken. And Activision, please, please fix this, because I love DLSS. But as you can clearly tell, it's completely fine when DLSS is turned off, and this only affects the game and how you're aiming with DLSS enabled, which really sucks. I guess you could use DLSS if you only use iron sights, but that's not really practical. But yeah, hopefully this gets fixed soon. If it does, I'll keep you guys updated. And I don't even think that Raven Software is aware of this issue. I mean, I could be wrong. They might be aware of it, and they might already be working on a fix, but as far as I know, they're not aware of this issue, and they're not working on a fix. So I'm going to be making up a tweet adding Raven Software and linking this video and mentioning that DLSS is broken. So if you do use Twitter and you want to go over there and retweet that tweet or at Raven Software about the issue, so we can raise some awareness and hopefully get their attention about this and get it fixed soon, that would be amazing. I'm going to link that tweet down in the comments, so it'll probably be a pinned comment. And if you guys did enjoy this video and you are new here and you like this style of content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate that, and drop a like obviously if you like the video. I'd appreciate that as well. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Here's the web. Peace.